Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't been posting like a lot of videos for a while, but I just did not feel like recording. And also because I created this channel in order to like help language teachers specifically, or like any teacher, but like language teachers specifically, and teachers who want to start teaching online, teachers who want to like get their own students and things, and also like to help teachers in general. So a few days ago, I posted on my Instagram, which, if, by the way, if you don't follow me, then consider following me. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box. But like I shared, let's see, I think this is better. I shared a bit about like, because there were like a lot of you asking me what I'm doing in Italy and how to get a job in Italy and how to like get hired. And I know that most of the people who follow me are from my country, which is Argentina, and the situation there is like pretty bad. So we mostly get this feeling of like working like abroad is gonna be better. And while I agree to a certain extent, I don't think that we should like sort of idealize it. And I know that I'm speaking from a place of privilege because I'm able to do so. And even though I haven't like spoken a lot about what I'm doing here, but some of you might know already that I am like working like part-time for a company, which I'm going to be sharing as to why I decided to like make that decision. But yeah, basically, I just wanted to share this because this is something that I've been thinking for the past 2 weeks, and this is also something that I've been talking about in therapy, which is about basically about how I feel like I'm living in a sort of I don't know, like this stage of in life where like 17-year-old me or 18-year-old me would have been really proud of where I am at the moment, like working for like a company abroad, because that's what like basically that's what I wanted like 8 or 7 years ago. Being able to like travel, a bit, and basically all these things. But the thing is that I am not 18 anymore. I am not 19. I am not like naive, or not like too much at least. And I've come to realize that I had no idea of what I was getting myself into when I first decided to like pursue a career in teaching, and more specifically like teaching a language as a non-native speaker. And well, like these past 2 weeks, I've been thinking a lot about my career, and a question that came up while I was talking to my psychologist, like during therapy, was, do you hate your job, or do you hate your career, or do you hate both, or what is it that you're currently like despising, more or less? And I was like, I love teaching. I enjoy doing that. I love like sharing what I know and helping others, because that's basically teaching. And I mean, of course, I'm teaching languages, which is something that I enjoy. Like if I have to like, I don't know, like a few days ago, I started like writing like 2 or 3 lesson plans based on like short films for my students, and then like discussion topics for another student whom I'm currently teaching Spanish to. I was really like enjoying that. I like writing all of the questions, like listing all of the stages and all of that. So I know that I don't hate teaching, but at the same time, like I'm just coming back from like holidays where I was able to travel a bit at least. I was like, after all that traveling, it made me really realize that teaching in the way that I'm currently like doing, like one-to-one and for a company, this thing does not give me the life that I want to live. This is I'm currently living the life that 18-year-old me or 19-year-old me would have like died for, basically, like working abroad, living in my own place, because I'm currently like not sharing with anybody. But at the same time, like 26-year-old me, soon to be 27, I don't think that what I'm doing right now is gonna get me to where I want now. And which does not mean that I like hate or that I like regret anything. It's just like some sort of realization that I, just like in the way that like some people decide that teaching is something that they want to do later in life, or they want to like change careers and become a teacher. Well, I decided to become a teacher first, and now I am seriously thinking about changing my business method, changing the way I do things. And also it has like the fact that I have worked for several, I mean not several, but a few international companies abroad. It has made me realize that some things do not change, and the things that do not change are the things that I want to have. And by these I mean so like a few days ago, this is going to be like a very long video, I mean probably not that long because I have to teach in like an hour, but it has made me realize that and this is something that came up during like a sort of chat that I have with a colleague, and we started talking about like we are currently working more than what we are getting paid, because you know, like when you are working as a teacher, you only get paid for the hours that you teach, not planning, not correcting, not marking, not the meetings, not the reports, not none of that is paid, unless of course it's like specified in your contract. But usually when it comes to like taking a position as an English language teacher abroad, it's, I'm not gonna say that it's impossible, but it's highly unlikely. And what I was thinking, apart from all of that, is the fact that we are, I mean, with this, what we discussed, that we're currently working more than what our contract says. And this also adds up to the stress that we might feel, we might experience if we want to take private students, because that's the thing. Like if you want to take private students, you cannot take many because you are already so burned out from your job that it's gonna be really difficult for you to like be emotionally like stable or like mentally stable, or to have like a good work-life balance, because you're already working for a place and you also want to make money like as a side hustle. So you also work with other people, and at the end of the day you work like 7 or 8 hours, which is like insane for a language teacher, because you have like so many courses and so many students. And you will, I mean, for example, it has happened to me that, I don't know, it's been like 4 hours and I've been with more than 100 students, and that's just one day. So it really has, it has made me realize not only that, but also the fact that most teaching contracts, I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying that most of them are for a period of 9 months, probably 10. They are not for 12 months unless you're working probably like in Japan or China, or if you have like a very special sort of contract. But more often than not, it's just for like 6 months, 3 months, 9 months. And what happens after that? Like you still have to live, you still have to pay rent, you still have to pay your bills, you still have to eat. And so that means that whenever you're like working, the little money that you can like save is gonna go towards those bills that you gotta pay for those months you're not gonna be working. Or which leads to that, something that can also happen is that you will have to find a new job every 3 months, or a new job every 6 months, or a new job every 9 months, which is not something that's good for at least me, who wants like I think I'm trying to look for something that's more stable. And the next thing, like, oh, what happened? There we go. And also because well, this is something that we talked about with my colleague, was the fact that she could not even get a dog, or she couldn't even like have a family because she was working a lot during the week, so she would not have time to like take care of her own kid if she decided to have one. And it's also the fact that as we are like on contracts, and sometimes it depends on where you work, but sometimes some of the conditions may be a bit shady, so you don't know if you're gonna get maternity leave or not, or if you're gonna get your job at the end of your maternity leave. So it really made me think about the business model that I want to like have. And then at the end of like thinking about like, do I really want to continue teaching this year or the next year? Do I really want to continue doing this? Or is it something that, as I've already been doing for like months, then it's like it's something that I'm used to. So I don't know if I'm doing it just because I want to do it, or just because I'm afraid of trying out something like new. And I wish I'm pretty sure that if I were to be like 18 again or something, I would have still made the decisions that I've made, because it led me to now thinking that, and this is something that we discuss in therapy, and also something that I've discussed with like family members and things, that your lifestyle should not adapt to your job, but it has to be like the other way around. So for example, the things that I want to do, I cannot do them on a teacher's salary. So I either have to work my off in order to get more money every month, or I can be smarter and change careers and choose something that's gonna bring me more money, which can also which can be freelancing, because you can also make money like teaching like online full time. But the thing is it actually worth it, or is it not? These are the questions that I am like currently like asking myself. Is it possible to make a living as an online teacher? Absolutely. Will it help me to sort of have the lifestyle that I want? Probably yes. It also it really depends on, of course, your social media presence, your audience, how many people buy your stuff, how many students you have. So it's completely it's something that's doable. But the thing is, and this is also one of the disadvantages of being a freelancer, and I've discussed this like so many times, but I'm gonna say it again. You don't have certain perks as like maternity leave or vacation days, where you're still gonna get paid, but you will not be working. If you're a freelancer, you either work or you work. And of course, this can change if you decide to scale up your business, if you decide to hire teachers to take over your courses, so you will just pay them, and then you will get a percentage of those earnings and things like that. But at the same time, it's do I really want to keep doing this? I know how the industries, I know more or less what I am going to expect, and the reality is that it sometimes is very difficult to get a new job within teaching. And even if you do, for example, if you want to become a manager, if you want to become a director of studies, does it actually get better? Do you actually enjoy, I don't know, do you actually have more money at the end of the month? And if you have more money, what about the responsibilities? Is it worth it, or is it not worth it? Because one of the things that I notice is that whenever it comes to education, things are wages are very low. Even if you are a school principal, if you're a project manager for a language academy, it's still pretty low compared to, I don't know, if you are like a project manager in like, I don't know, in a I'm sorry for that, I don't know what that is, like in a tech company or something. So yeah, these are some of the things that I've been thinking about after the new year. And actually, one of the things that I've started doing as of now was to sign up for a bunch of courses, because there are many things that I also want to do apart from teaching. I'm sorry, many things that I'm also interested in apart from like teaching, which are like marketing, digital marketing, management, like project management. That's also something that I was like really passionate about a few years ago. Never had the chance to like pay for those courses, but now I can. So I am going to enroll. And yeah, so I'm just gonna try to get out of my comfort zone and see where this goes. And I do believe that that I have like three options, or like three paths. Like continue where I am, making a living as a salary teacher, and having to say goodbye to any of the like things that I want to do, things that I want to have, or the lifestyle that I want to live, and or really focus on getting more private students, which I am currently doing, and which I have not lost like my private students. They keep on choosing me, and but the thing is, well, I can keep on doing that, or I can try something out, something new, and see where that goes. And if that does not work out, then I will always have my teaching degree and my teaching certificate, and I can always start like again, because I know how to get jobs, I know how to apply for jobs, I know how to write my own teaching resume, and I know how to do all of those things. So, but the thing is that I do not want to, like in 5 years, if I don't do something, I'm gonna be in the same position as like today. So why not trying and then seeing where this goes? But yeah, so these are some of the things that I've been like really considering. Thankfully, I love my private students. I really enjoy teaching. That's how I know that I don't like. It's not the teaching that I don't like. But I do have to say that sometimes it can be really difficult to live a lifestyle if you're not making enough money. And this is something that I'm going to address in a few videos. But yeah, so also like social media, in order to get students, there are some things that like Instagram coaches or TikTok coaches don't tell you about, that I have experienced while living in Argentina, while living right now like in Italy. And so I believe that it can be very difficult to have private students, to get private students. It's not impossible, but it's difficult, and it requires like hard work. And getting them is one thing, keeping them is another. And yeah, so apart from like teaching the way that I've been like doing this past few months, and like teaching for somebody else and teaching my private students, I will also be trying out like new things and seeing where that takes me. And if it takes me somewhere where I can like live the lifestyle that I want to live, and really not think about, or like really like be to have like, so that people can respect my time and my abilities and my skills. And because I think that's something that does not usually happen within ELT. So if I can get that, and if that can lead me to having the lifestyle that I want, then I'm gonna try it out. And I'm just gonna end this with something that my sister told me like a few weeks ago, which she told me in Spanish, which is crecimiento laboral a costa de explotación. Like it's not it, which may translate to like getting work experience, or yeah, like learning things about work is not worth it if it's gonna be if it goes hand to hand with exploitation. And yeah, so these are some things that I've been thinking about, and these are some things that I'm going to keep on working throughout this month and then following ones. And I'm going to keep sharing things that I know about social media, where I am, because I want to be really transparent. And I'm not gonna say that everything is bad, but not everything is old. Not everything that shines is gold, or something. I can't remember what the saying was. But anyways, yeah. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video, hopefully this week. Bye.